Hello, everyone. How are you doing tonight? Lori, I see that you're early. How are you? Sorry, I'm running just slightly behind. How's everybody doing? I know that our chat lags a bit, so I'm kind of waiting for everybody to say, "Hey, I'm here." I hope everybody's prepped to learn a little bit more about manifesting money tonight. I've done some extra research so that way I knew that I was prepped and I could show you multiple ways so that way whatever you have at home you could use to help you manifest money, because that's what tonight is all about. And as per usual when we do these things, if you have a question or you simply want to add to the conversation, by all means, add to the conversation. I do my best to kind of read everybody's chat, so that way if you are adding, I can say it out loud, so when people are watching at home later, they will know what you said and benefit from that as well. But yes, you have the small bowl. The small bowl. The small bowl. The only other thing that I think you will need, that's like if you wanted to be extra, okay, all right. Here's the list of ingredients if you want to participate in more than just the simple. All right. Small bowl. Okay. Now this is the list of ingredients for all 3 spell types. So I'm going to give you the list of ingredients. If you got it, get it. If you don't, it's okay. You can do without it. All right. That's the cool thing about my witchcraft, is that it's kind of like, if I got it, cool. If I don't, it's my intentions. So first off, small bowl. There's a couple of crystals that I use, and not everybody has these crystals, and that's perfectly good, perfectly fine. All right. If you don't have any of these crystals, if you have quartz of any kind, quartz will substitute for any of these. Quartz is one of these, it's like white candle. A white candle you can use for any type of spell magic whatsoever. Same thing with quartz. Quartz kind of can be used as a substitute for any crystal in particular. So what crystals do I have? Well, I gathered like a bunch of them because we are going to talk about why they are different, why you might choose one over the other. And that was part of my research this afternoon. So I have selenite. I'm never sure if I'm saying this right, selenite. So if you know that I'm saying it wrong, by all means, spell it phonetically in the comments so that way I will know how to say it. All right. So I have selenite. I have quartz. I have different versions of quartz too. I have, where is this one? I have some crackled quartz, and most of you guys, like, I looked at this and I thought it was just broken glass, to be honest with you, but I looked it up, and this will come in different colors, and it is super, super easy to find. Like, you find it at the craft store. This is super stinking easy. So I have that. Pyrite. We'll talk about this one. This is the big one. Pyrite. That's how okay, so I said selenite right. Okay. Selenite is right. I have pyrite. Oh my goodness. I have to remember what this one was. Hold on. I had to look this one up. This one was one that I thought I knew, but I wanted to double check, and I'm glad I did because I had no clue what it was. So I have an app on my phone. I downloaded it today. It's been a really cool app. It's called Rock Identifier. And what you do is once you download the app, my phone is being weird all of a sudden, though. It won't let me use the app. But here I am on live. I'm like, this is a great app. And then the app crashes on me. That's my luck, y'all. That's my luck. So we're going to put this one down until I can remember what this one was, because this one was a different one. All right. I have amethyst. Again, amethyst might not be what you think about when you think money spells. Hey, Lydia! So like I said, we'll talk about it. I have labradite. This one I found at Old Town recently, a place in Kissimmee, Florida. And I found that and I was like, ooh, I like it. It's pretty. I love labradite because of the flash, right? You know, that's why we all get the labradite, is that flash. Okay. Jasper. Tiger's eye. Rose quartz. Green glass. That's what this is. Green glass. And I believe this is Malin. I have to look this one up too. This one's like a green blue. I have to look that one up again. And then I have obsidian. All right. The other thing that I have over here that we've talked about last week was we talked about writing sigils. And one of the spells that I use to manifest money is a sigil spell. So I do have my rock. Remember I showed you this one? I have my rock with my sigil written on it. If you participated in that last week, write your own sigil on a rock. All right. So that's what we have here. The other items that we will be using tonight, is some type of little plate or tray. This one is my ritual tray. It's just a little like metal candle tray thing. I don't even know where I got it. I've had it since I was like 16, I think. But I painted on it and I put my handprint on it. For me, I put my handprint on it because I wanted to always be in touch with my magic. I know that makes no sense, but I always wanted to be in touch with my magic. Hey, Winston's mom, how are you? Everybody's got their bowl. Yep. So I've got this tray as well. I do have some bay leaves, and we're going to go over each and everything as we get to it, but I'm just going to give you the heads up overview. I have some olive oil. Doesn't matter. Cheap olive oil. I have some moon water. Again, none of these elements are needed. In particularly, I am showing you them in case you do have them around and you're like, how do I use this? Well, this is how you're going to use it, all right? But if all you have with you right now is a bowl, yes, my lovelies. I have some rose petals. And then here is my favorite things. I love candle magic. I have been drawn to flames and fire since a very early age. When I was a teenager, I didn't actually use the lighting in my room. I had candles. Why my mom let me have candles at, 14, 15 years old in my room by myself, I don't know. She trusted me. But anyways, so I'm really big into candle magic. I love candles. We've got a green candle. We've got a white candle. And we've got a black candle. All right. Now, Miss M, I got a bowl. All right, cool. If you have a white birthday candle or a green birthday candle at home, grab that one too. I've got a green birthday candle. Okay. So we've got all those things. And I have a few spices. Just so that way I could show you a few things. All right. So I have basil. Big for money. Basil. Ground clove. Cinnamon. I'm baking a pie, apparently. And allspice. I also have rosemary essential oil. Okay. First of all, now you've got your bowls, right? Everybody has their bowl. Everybody is ready to do this magic. All you need to do is have a piece of paper with you. And your bowl, all right? Magic, for me, and manifesting anything in particularly has to do with the fact that I believe I have that already. I believe that it is in existence because I am creating my reality. All right. So when you write what you are manifesting, you have to be very careful. Just like with the sigils, you have to be very careful that you do not cancel out what you're asking for. Okay. Money magic is really simple. At the heart of it, you are saying, cash comes to me. So, on a piece of paper, that's exactly what you're going to put. Cash comes to me. Now, if you really want to be specific, because say you're wanting a business to take off, you'd say, my business brings cash to me. My art brings cash to me. So right now, on your little paper, write that. Write what is it that will bring cash to you. When you're specific, also, I have found that it allows the spell to work faster. So I'm going to put, my tarot brings cash to me. Okay, so I'm putting my tarot brings cash to me. Nothing fancy. It's just right there, right? And I'm going to take that piece of paper off. That's it. And then I'm going to take and fold it up, drop it in my bowl, and I'm going to go to whatever change jar I have, because we all have like change laying around somewhere, right? Take a handful of change, dump it in my bowl. You're done. It's done. That's it. Once a week, go over, grab a few coins out, take a few coins from your purse or wherever you keep your coin jar, put those coins back in, and put the coins that you've taken out, put them in your purse or your pocket. But the coins that you've taken out, keep with you. All right. That's how simple a money spell is. And I tease that the reason why this works is, of course it works. I'm always putting money in it. And I tell everybody, but that's witchcraft. That's witchcraft. Witchcraft is that tool that empowers you to do it for yourself. It's a tool that directs that energy so you can accomplish your goal. So this simple, easy spell is just that. It's just a redirection of your mind saying, I've got money coming to me. I've got money coming to me. Because also when you're not stressed about money, then you can focus on other things, other problems that might have been blocking said money from coming to you. You know, if I'm always stressed about money, I'm not going to create because I'm not feeling good enough to create. So how am I going to create art if I'm stressed about the money that it's not bringing in? Well, if I relinquish that, of course I have money coming in from my art. Then I'm not stressed and I can create better things. So it's just that simple, you know? How many labradorite? Okay, I just saw you like labradorite. Sigil, that looks like a rune. Well, if you really want to get technical, I guess runes and sigils can be one of the same thing, because at the heart of it, it is a symbol that has meaning, right? That's it. It's a symbol that has meaning. So I guess a sigil and a rune could be the same thing. Difference is I think a rune is established in not a syntax, because it doesn't have a syntax, but it is established in some type of language. It's been established for certain rules, like certain things mean this. Whereas in sigils, you could write a sigil for money and it would look totally different than mine. So I think sigils and runes mean the same thing, but they're different at the same time, you know? So, okay, that's an easy money spell. Easy money spell. Now I want to step it up a bit. And this is the reason why I got all the ingredients, is because I'd like to show you the easy. Let's show you a little bit harder. And then let's show you something that requires a little bit of the research I had to do. Okay. So I've got my coins over here. This is what I'm about to put on my tray. Okay. On my tray, my olive oil has been charged, for the lack of a better word. All of my magical tools have been cleansed. All of my magical tools and ingredients have been charged individually. So when you are doing spell work and you are using these tools to enhance your intentions and help your manifestations, remember that you need to charge and clear your tools. All right, you want to cleanse them. This is the one thing I'm going to tell you not to clear. I have never cleared these. I will charge them, will not clear them. Okay. See this? I will not clear these crystals. I will cleanse them, but that's a whole different thing to me. Okay. Crystals come from the ground. They get their energy from there, right? They get their energy, not from the ground, sorry. They get their energy from the earth. If I clear them, I am clearing them of their energy, something that the earth gave them as a gift. I don't want to take that away from them. That's theirs. I just want to borrow it. I want to borrow their energy. What I do is cleansing them is I feel who touched them before. And again, if you don't believe this way, that's cool. I do, right? So I feel the people's energy and I pick that off. It's sort of like you've dropped a crystal into wet grass. And so you got to pick off the pieces of it, but you're not trying to wash off the crystal itself, right? You're not trying to wash off all the little shiny parts. You're just washing off the grass. And that's what I do. I just kind of wash off the grass. Okay. Make sure that your elements are charged. How do you charge elements? Let me see what everybody's saying. Runes were a way of communication. Yes. Yes. Runes were definitely a way of communication. That's what I was trying to get at, and I was doing poorly. So thank you, Winston's mom. Exactly. The vibration of the earth. Everything has a vibration. If you've watched my spiritual journey video, you'll see that I am absolutely a believer in nature, the cycles of nature, the universe, the way our energy flows in and out of everything. I am an absolute believer that we all share energy with one another. And that's the reasons why I can feel you the way I do. It's because I am recognizing this vibration. I also recognize when my vibrations are off and I need to quiet and recenter. So you're right. Crystals are a part of that vibration. And so I'm going to borrow the energy from all these things. And that's what these magical tools are really for. I know a lot of people are like, well, you've got to have this, this, and this for the spell. No, you don't. We just did a simple spell with a bowl and a piece of paper, right? That's it. I can wish it. I can blow on a dandelion. It's a spell, right? I don't need all these things. But if I want to pull in more energy and become stronger so that way my intentions are amplified, I'm going to pull in my tools, right? Like, I could probably take a rock and a nail and and bang the nail until it goes into the wood, right? But a hammer is going to make it a lot easier. So that's what this is. These are just my magical tools. Oh no! You'll have to watch it. Yes, I do have it on my YouTube channel though. It is it was an interesting trip. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do, we did the simple one. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull out a little bit of candle magic. All right? A little bit of candle magic. I'm going to show you a simple candle magic first. Now, I am notorious for saving things that I shouldn't save. I've said this before. I'm probably borderline becoming a hoarder. I laugh. It's not funny because it's a family thing. But I save pretty much anything. This. It's the top to a jelly jar. Like, give me a break, right? Okay, I got the top to the jelly jar. All right. I'm going to take my green candle, my little tiny green candle, okay? And I am going to, on my tray, I'm going to pour a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit. I'm not like getting crazy with this nonsense over here. Just a little bit. I'm pouring a little bit of olive oil. Basil. Basil historically is known to bring good luck and money. If you want to feel prosperous, you put it in your cooking. Okay? For candle magic, we use basil to anoint our candle. So that way the basil and the candle both will draw in the money for us. Okay? So, right here, basil. I am putting it, just sprinkling a little bit in here. Like, I am not going crazy with this. All right? Just a little bit. Just a little. All right? Put in a little bit of that. And then my rosemary. Rosemary is one of these cool herbs. Like, okay, so there's certain things in the magical realm that I have found that kind of is a end-all, be-all solution, and you can use for anything. Like quartz, interchangeable for any crystal, for the most part. White candles, interchangeable for any color candle, for the most part. Again, we know that there's exceptions to every rule, okay? Rosemary is one of those things also that, for the most part, is exchangeable with other herbs. One of my favorite things about rosemary is that it's a cleanser. It draws away the negativity. For money to get to us, we have to live in joy and abundance. It is the idea that we have it and we are living the life that we want to live that allows that block to disappear. Rosemary helps us get there. Rosemary reminds us of abundance. Rosemary clears those blocks for us, okay? Rosemary. So I'm going to take, and I'm just going to put 1 drop. 1 drop. There we go. 1 drop of rosemary into my oil. Take your candle. Take your tray. And roll that candle all the way around into your oil. Okay. Try not to get it to the center, to the top, because it is oil. And I am very, very panicky always about lighting things on fire. Probably the reason why my mom did let me have candles, because I'm always being careful about this. Okay. So now you have your candle anointed in oil. Okay. I am just going to set that there for just a moment. I'm going to grab my non-blessed napkins. They're not magical. Now, I know that I've seen on Witch Talk, there is a whole argument about whether you should use matches, should you use a lighter, rub 2 sticks together. I don't know. The reason I'm a witch is no one gets to tell me what to do. I get to enjoy divinity the way I want to enjoy it. So if I want to use a match, if I want to use a lighter, if I want to use a blowtorch, I'm going to use them, right? As long as it feels authentic, it feels good, it feels like this is what should be happening, all right? Because the biggest thing about a spiritual relationship is that when things are off, you'll know it. When you're not supposed to do it, you'll know it, right? I've never felt any certain way about using lighters or matches or anything. It's just use it, Oh, let's see. I'm a baby hoarder. Yes, I am a baby hoarder. Now, my husband is not a hoarder at all. My husband is a very much clean freak. Basil is also a masculine energy. Yes, and a candle also represents, in my practice, masculine energy. So yes. Rosemary, element of fire. Yes, you're getting this. Yes. There's rosemary that for remembrance, pray you love, remember. Yes. There's rue for you. And here's some for me. We may call it herb grace. Oh, Sundays. Oh, you must wear your rue with a difference. Hamlet. Okay. So what do I do? For my candle magic, I have anointed the candle. All right. I am going to, in my head, out loud, whatever you want to do. Again, we've established, Boo, this is about you, okay? You get to do your spiritual relationship the way you want to have a spiritual relationship. If you don't want a spiritual relationship, don't have one. It's fine. It's okay. I don't care. I still love you, all right? If you don't like the way I do things, it's cool. You do you, all right? So for me, I'm right here with my candle, and I'm going to say out loud, candlelight burning bright, you'll bring me what I want tonight. That's it. That's all I say. I know, lame, right? But it is so general that I'm able to remember it, because that's my thing. All right? What I do also is I light the bottom, like melt the bottom of it, so that way I can put it in and make it stand up on the... There we go. Now, birthday candles are also amazing for closeted witches. This seems like trash, I know. I spent many, many years as a closeted witch. People couldn't be told about my magical tools. I couldn't have magical tools. This right here behind me, this is my dream. I've got stuff that I can have in the open, right? I don't have to hide things. This was my hidden magic for so long. Birthday candles. Trash. I rescued trash, and I'm sure that psychologically says something about me. I rescued trash, right? So I would let this completely melt down, and that's it. Repeat as needed. If the money isn't flowing to you, do another one, right? If you've got crystals laying around and you want to amplify this, remember I told you quartz is kind of an end-all be-all for things? Quartz amplifies. So if we put a little piece of quartz in there and we just set it over in your windowsill afterwards, you can set it on a table. I have like a little planter station over here, and I just set it behind me. Wherever you want to set it, you know. Like I said, when I was closeted, I would wait until it was completely melted down, and then I would hide it. I would put it in the corner of my closet, somewhere where nobody could find it. I do not have to do those things anymore. I am living in a household that is absolutely aware of my beliefs, and they don't care. My husband loves me. So, next, let's step it up a bit, because that's for a closeted witch. I'm an out in the open witch. I got all these magical tools. How do I use them? All right. Let's get the candle out again. All right. But this time we are going to use 2 candles. A lot of times money doesn't come to us because we block it. It's blocked by our understanding of how money is attracted to us. Oh, I don't have any luck. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all, right? Those are blocks. Those are things that are in your way that prevent you from receiving what you're trying to manifest, right? In my practice, if I wanted to get rid of something, I use a black candle. Black candles are also protection, all right? So when somebody is burning a black candle and they're a witch, do not jump to the fact that they're trying to hex you. I heard a witch say this earlier, and I was like, this is dead on. Witches don't want to hex you. It's too much trouble, all right? We don't want to deal with that. And if we don't like you, we're not going to spend time on you, right? You have to really tick us off for us to want to hex you, okay? Because it takes work. And most of us really don't have time for that kind of crap. We just want you away from us. So I think the worst thing that you'll ever see is a timeout. And those are interesting. Each witch has a different way of doing their timeouts. I put the name of people in freezers. So each witch has a different way to do it. But we do not hex you. So if you see a black candle, don't assume that they're casting some kind of curse. They're not. Let's see. My memory has holes in it sometimes. Yeah, my memory has gaping holes. I'm like Dory. So, same thing that we did before. We are going to anoint these candles in oil. Well, I've already got some here from the last one, but I'm adding some stuff to this. Okay. So, we are going to do one for the green candle and then one for the black candle. And they both have the same base. Remember, I have olive oil, basil, and rosemary already on here, right? Okay. So on my green candle, I'm going to keep that. And I am going to add, I'm going to add a little bit of ground clove. Why clove? Clove is also a money attractor. It is a luck thing, and it is a protection. We want to be able to protect the money that's coming towards us. Okay. And I am also going to use cinnamon. So right now we've got basil, rosemary, cinnamon, clove, and olive oil. Okay. Got it on my little tray. And all I'm going to do is anoint my candle. And I just roll it back and forth. Now I've got it, a ritual candle ready. Okay. Remember our empty bowl? Put your candle in your bowl. Okay. Next, the black candle. Black candle, like I said, it's for releasing that block. It's for taking away what is becoming that obstacle. So we got to think about things. We got to think about what exactly do we think those blocks are. For me, one of my blocks, one of the reasons why you don't see more up in my shop is my self-confidence. I have crappy self-confidence when it comes to my artwork. So I don't put that many things in the shop. That's a block. That's a block, right? And I want to get rid of that block. I want to get rid of my self-negativity, right? And I'm guessing that that's what blocks most of us, is that we doubt the ability we have in ourselves to manifest this money, to bring in the money that we want. So we've got olive oil again as the base, right? So I'm just pouring a little bit of olive oil. And this one's a little different. This one we are going to get sage and eggshell. I'm going to put sage and eggshell in there. Just a little, again, nothing crazy. Cinnamon. Cinnamon's one of my favorite herbs. Cinnamon is one of those things that attracts love. It attracts money. It is an attractive herb. One of the reasons why I love it the most is, though, that cinnamon has revealed that it has some powerful self-love. Powerful self-love. So when you use this herb in spells in which you are trying to remind yourself of your worth, that spell's powerful. So I'm going to put cinnamon in there. I'm going to remind myself who I am, and what I'm capable of, right? And allspice. Allspice amplifies everything. Allspice brings it, okay? Now, one of the things that I want you to be very careful of, though, when you are doing spell work and you're saying things, I say this to my students. Words are important. Words are so incredibly important. You need to be clear, and you need to understand what you're asking for. My worry when I do spell work, is what are the ripples in the pond that I can't see? Have I created something that does not benefit me, that does not benefit mankind? I often think about, how are my words interpreted? If I was listening to me, would I give myself those things because this is what I asked for? So when you are trying to manifest something, be very careful with your words. Think about, this is what I always think about. Think about the genie. The genie in Aladdin, and not the cartoon genie, okay? But the jinn that will grant your wish, but it ain't what you asked for, right? You've got to be very careful and choose very wisely how you say things. So with particularly money magic, I also want to make sure that whatever I'm doing isn't causing harm for someone else. Now, is there a time and place for causing harm? That's another Witchy Wednesday. That's another Witchy Wednesday, and it is a lesson that I have recently learned. So we will go over that one on another Witchy Wednesday. When is it time to cause harm? I have... Oh, no! Bye, Winston's mom! Bye. And Lori, I know you and I both, I think you've talked about it before. Like, it's just one of those things. Artwork is one of those things where, like, okay. So I've got the basil, I've got the clove, I've got not the basil, sorry, I've got the clove, I've got the eggshell, I've got the cinnamon, I have the allspice, right? All into my black candle. And I am just going to roll it around in this mixture. Right? And all of this has been blessed already, so I don't need to worry about it. I'm going to put this in my little bowl back here. Now, I have got both of my candles. I'm going to put them on my tray. All right. This is where we go extra. I am taking some rose petals because I'm reminding myself of love that I have for myself. I'm taking my pyrite because pyrite attracts money. Okay. Taking my pyrite and I'm putting it on the tray. All right. Taking my selenite and I'm putting it into the candle bowl. Why? Because I want it to amplify what those candles are doing. It's going to amplify that stuff. Okay. Tiger's eye is going to take away the negativity. Jasper gives me confidence in myself. I'm going to put that over there by the roses. All right. My computer's making noises and I'm like, what's going on? Why are you making noises over there? I'm taking my sigil that I wrote on a rock and I am putting it on there as well. Last step. My moon water. I'm going to take this moon water and I'm going to put it at the base of that candle. Again, I am amplifying my intentions. This is, think of the anointed birthday candle. That's a megaphone. I'm yelling into the universe. This is my thing. I'm money's mine, right? What I'm doing right now is that I'm getting on the all call system. I'm getting on where it's the World Wide Web and I am putting this as a post for all to see, right? That's what this is. So I'm putting a little bit of my moon water in there. And remember my amethyst and my labradorite. Amethyst for me is one of those crystals that I feel very connected to. I feel that when I have an amethyst around me that I am protected and that I have luck. And that's kind of what this guy does too. This guy reminds me like I have got luck on my side. And so I am going to put my labradorite on the tray. And then I'm going to stand both of the candles up. If I can get this guy to stand up. A little black candle always has a hard time standing up. I don't remember where I got him, but I just remember he has a hard time. And now I'm going to light my candle. My little black candle is having a hard time. He's an older candle that I've gotten a long time ago. All right. Bay leaf. You remember this from earlier? Bay leaf. At the beginning of this live, I showed you this ingredient. What does bay leaf do? Bay leaf is one of those things that we can write our manifestations on and burn them. And as they burn and become smoke, our manifestation, our intention is carried on the wind and taken to where it will be granted. So right here, I attract money. That's what I'm writing. I attract money. And on the back side, I'm putting in abundance. In abundance. Now, I'm going to light it on fire. Now, make sure that you do stuff like this, and you've got a fire-safe bowl, and you are, of course, using safety. This is fire. You can burn things down with this. So you see how I'm being very careful. Very careful. And it's done. Now my spell is done. I'm going to let these candles burn. These are thick candles, so I'll probably snuff them out. There's the other thing. Do I have to snuff them out or can I blow them out? It really depends. There's sometimes where I'm going to be honest with you that I feel like if I snuff them out, then that would be better. And there are times where I think blowing them out won't be a problem. I don't know why I choose to do the things I do. And I was talking about this on TikTok. I have not ever studied with other people. I have studied on my own from many books, many books. I've got more than this. And this was where my research came from earlier. Oh, by the way, if you ever want just good starting points, the Ultimate Encyclopedia of Spells. I know some people have a problem with Llewellyn books. I don't. I found really good information from them. You do need to, when they're giving you different cultural practices, take a step further and make sure that you do not practice things that you shouldn't be practicing. So Everyday Witchcraft, love that one. I also love my planners, Magical Almanac, and then I also have another witch planner. And then this guy has helped me so much from day one. From day one, it has been this guy, the Spells Bible. So many great things, and it's helped me learn what different elements and different magical tools could do. So even if you do not follow a spell, because I have rarely have followed a spell according to recipe. It's sort of like the same way I cook. I rarely follow a recipe. But it has allowed me to go, oh, I can use this and I can use that. And what I have learned through my practice is that by doing this, I have learned to put together my own spells by understanding which elements do what. So I need to send you a picture of a rock someone left on. Yeah, send me that. Why'd they leave a rock on your porch? That's interesting, Lori. Oh, I love sage. But I will show you. I think I've shown you guys before. It's up there. I don't want to go grab it. White sage. I think we've talked about it. It is a plant that is being over harvested and is in danger. And the people that traditionally used it in their own practices are not able to have it because of over harvesting. That's another conversation to have entirely. But if you do use sage, I would say just use regular kitchen sage is fine. If you want to cleanse your house with smoke, I don't cleanse my house with smoke because we have asthmatics. But if you want to cleanse your house with smoke, you can cleanse your house with rosemary and lavender. It'll work just as fine. You can use kitchen sage. Just don't use white sage. That's all. What is it? Hubby bought me 2 books. Oh! I'm excited. What books? Oh, I love books. I am so. How do I feel about Palo Santo? That's another one that I am not. I don't have. I've never used. I know some of them do. I know that it is a part of a closed practice. Again, thing with witchcraft for me is I do what feels right to me. It has never felt right to take someone else's practice, someone else's use of a certain item without their permission. Something that I'm also struggling with, and my sister and I have talked about this. I don't know if I've talked about it on video or not, but I grew up in a Mexican family. I'm white, as you can tell, right? Both parents are white, but I grew up in a Mexican family from the time I was 2. I grew up. That was my family. And as an adult, to be told that I have no rights to the culture in which I grew up, that's a difficult one to swallow. And I'm working through that. I'm trying to understand where my place is in that culture that is not biologically mine, but mine by heart. So we'll find that journey. That's the journey I'm on right now, is like, where do I belong? Because I grew up in a culture that by blood is not mine, but I have no culture of my own. So where do I belong? Right? There are people like me out there. So the whole Palo Santo, like, I don't know. I haven't used it, and I don't know if I have the right to. So it's interesting. It smells, the sage smells wonderful. Yeah. Right now in here, it smells a lot like rosemary, because rosemary is so strong. Even if you just use a drop of it, it's like, rosemary. That's it. Oh my goodness. Well, my lovelies, we filled an hour. The other thing that I wanted to show you, and I don't know if I have it because it was like a last minute thing that I was going to show you, and I don't know if I brought it in here or not. I don't think I did. Well, dang it. I was going to show you that you could actually make a pouch. You can make an herbal pouch that would also help bring you money. You can put your sigil into the little pouch, put some basil. You use whole clove would work. Put whole clove in there with some bay leaves, right? And close up that pouch, and you can either put it in your pocket, you can wear it around your neck, but that pouch is also kind of a money attractor. It's also with you full time. So if you're constantly moving around and you're not like working from your house, like you're working out of the home, it's a good thing to keep with you as a reminder of, I'm bringing money in. And it's those things that become kind of like self-fulfilling prophecies to empower ourselves. All these money spells, what they really do is remind you that you are worth having that in your life. You are worth not having to stress about this. So it clears those blocks to allow you to more effectively bring it into yourself. And that's ultimately, from my understanding, that's why money spells work, is that we're bringing in that energy that helps clear these blocks and starts rolling in the cash for us, So I hope this was enjoyable. I hope that you've had a good time and you've learned some things. If you're watching this after the fact and you weren't in chat, let me know. Let me know what you liked. What would you like to hear for next Witchy Wednesday? And do me a favor, like this video and subscribe to my channel. Help me get out of public education. Oh, help me get out of public education. Anyways, I will see you all next Tuesday for Tarot Tuesday. If you have TikTok, by all means, follow me. I am the whimsical Mrs. M over there on TikTok. I am at almost 1,000 followers. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm at almost 1,000 followers over there on TikTok. And once I get 1,000, I can start going live on there. So we might be doing a few live sessions on TikTok as well. Especially during the summertime, because the summertime, I'm like, yay, I get to make art, I get to make videos, I get to be creative. So yay. So I will get to see you guys more often during the summertime. So until next time, my lovelies, be happy, be safe, and know that I love you. All right. If you go anywhere, wear your mask, wash your hands, and stay away from people. Not everybody's vaccinated yet. And even if you are, you can pass it on to somebody else. So, bye, my lovelies. Where did my mouse go? I'm going to end the video. Where's my mouse? My mouse is over here. See? This is just craziness. Bye, guys. I don't know if it's going to let me out.